Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video I like to discuss the way the Tories' wantonly cruel attitude towards asylum is going to result in us abandoning our former allies from Afghanistan. We're going to make some homeless at Christmas and see others deported when we promised them that we would not abandon them to the Taliban. A remarkable policy when you consider that a number of Tory MPs are veterans who spoke strongly in favour of looking after their former comrades, now strangely silent as they prioritise their own careers over what was left of their honour. But first, if you'd like to be notified of daily news and politics, please subscribe to the channel. So on every level, this is a terrible policy. On a moral level, our government's general attitude towards asylum is truly dreadful. Abandoning some of the most vulnerable people in the world is heartbreaking. On this specific level, we said we would help any Afghans who would be targets of the Taliban. We have not. We promised those who worked with the British military we would help them, we would protect them. We have not. But on a practical level as well, even if you don't care about the individual people, and the people in charge of this policy clearly don't, this is diminishing the UK's ability to operate in future campaigns. If you're going to have your military active in trouble spots around the world, you need local help. The deal is that anyone who helps the British military will be looked after once the operation is over. Well, that's been exposed as lies, hasn't it? Meaning that we are less likely to be believed in the future. Won't make any difference if we have a more honourable government in place. The UK's reputation is for the country, and that reputation is of oath breaking. People don't distinguish between different governments in countries thousands of miles away, right? It's the country that has the reputation. Also diminishes our soft power. The reality that seems to escape far too many people in the UK is that we're no longer a superpower. And the thing is, for the vast majority of the population, we never have been in their lifetimes. But we have been influential on the world stage. We have actually inspired some good. But we can only do it by leading by example and persuasion. We can't force it. Trashing our reputation with brainless and callous acts like this means that we're not taken seriously in other matters. If we try to persuade other countries, we need to adopt these higher standards of behaviour, they'll just turn on us and say, would you look at who's talking? But the way we're treating Afghan asylum seekers, it's really vexing. The government tries to claim that we have safe routes set up for people from genuine human rights hellholes. Nobody denies that anyone fleeing the Taliban should be helped. You try telling even a fairly committed Tory voter that Taliban-controlled Afghanistan is safe, you will not convince them. Yet where's the safe route? Quite a lot of the people travelling across the Channel, whom the Tories regularly attack, are Afghans. The Guardian is reporting the case of someone who worked for the British in Afghanistan, when it had Western military support, being stuck along with many others in Pakistan, trying to work through the process of getting asylum in the UK. But because we're dragging our feet on it, we're running out of time. The consequence is Pakistan are now going to start deporting them. We are abandoning them. The government has also ordered the eviction of 1,000 Afghans in the UK who worked for the UK from their accommodation just before Christmas. It's proper Dickensian stuff, only instead of it being perpetrated by some villain with a colourful name who'll get their comeuppance, it's our government. They like to talk about British values. Let me tell you, as a teacher, a few years ago, the Tory government gave me, and every teacher in the country, posters about British values. Stick these up on your classroom wall, they said. All right, we said. There were 4 tenets: democracy, rule of law, respect and tolerance, and individual liberty. These were the fundamental British values that the Tory government gave us. There are people who were promised by the same government that they would be looked after. We're now casting them out. This is a government which took it upon itself to tell us, the British people, what the fundamental British values were. There was no process of making sure we all agreed or majority of us agreed. No, they decided for us what the fundamental British values were. Stick these on the wall, they said. And then they've dragged them all through the mud. They are so awful, they do not even believe in their own values, the ones they said are British values. It's not even a partisan issue. That is what is so awful about this. There are a lot of people, vulnerable people, that are abandoned due to partisan issues. This is not one of them. Most Tory MPs know this is wrong. The clear majority of Even committed Tory voters would be appalled if they knew this was happening. The trick is to stop them finding out. Doesn't help serve their culture wars even. You know, their drive against asylum still allows for obvious exceptions like Afghan refugees. In fact, it helps them, doesn't it? Doesn't it help them by saying, oh no, because that's what they try and say. They try and say, oh no, we are compassionate, we're compassionate, but oh, these are freeloaders, these aren't real asylum seekers. That's what they try and claim. But it only works if when you say, oh no, these are obvious refugees, if you're making a big show of the fact that you are making asylum easy for the ones you say are genuine asylum seekers. It's a little bit like the betting company. They don't like to pay out. Of course, they don't like it when people win. But when someone wins big with a betting company, oh, they use it as part of their advertising because it's like, we pay out big, you know, you can win big. So they get other people to do it. The government, you would think, if they had any strategy, would do the same. Make a big show of the welcoming and easy process it is for the Afghans. Show them that they've got a safe route. But no, it's just a policy of cruelty for the sake of cruelty because it's not strategic. But there we are. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Hope you found the video interesting. If you did, please click the like button. And if you'd like to support the channel further, the join button for memberships. And until next time, I'll see you later.